If you turn 65 or you're getting close, you could be eligible for tax breaks, property tax relief, and other financial benefits that many people never claim. The surprising part isn't that these programs exist, it's that many people never realize they qualify. In many cases, government agencies don't automatically enroll you or notify you. You often have to apply or claim the benefit yourself. One of the biggest misconceptions I hear is that turning 65 only matters for Medicare. In reality, reaching this age can also make you eligible for additional tax deductions, property tax programs, and other state or local benefits. Exactly what's available depends on where you live, your income, and your personal situation. Another common myth is that these programs are only for people with very low incomes. That's not always true. Some benefits are income-based, while others are available simply because you've reached a certain age. Likewise, some homeowners assume they're not eligible because their home has appreciated in value, while renters often believe none of these programs apply to them. In reality, there are opportunities that may benefit both groups. If you own a home, certain exemptions or assessment programs may reduce your annual property tax bill. Many states offer homestead exemptions, senior property tax exemptions, tax deferrals, or assessment freezes, but the rules vary widely by state, county, and municipality. In many cases, these benefits require a separate application. If you don't file the paperwork, the savings may never appear on your tax bill. That's why it's worth contacting your county assessor or local tax office after turning 65 and asking which homeowner programs are available where you live. A simple application could potentially save hundreds or even thousands of dollars over time, depending on your location. If you're a renter, don't tune out. Property taxes are one of the costs landlords consider when setting rents. While property tax relief doesn't guarantee lower rent, broader tax relief programs can influence housing costs in some communities. Federal taxes are another area worth reviewing. Tax laws change frequently, and Congress occasionally creates additional deductions or credits for older taxpayers. Some provisions are temporary, others permanent, and many have income limits. Before filing your tax return, review the current IRS rules or ask your tax professional to make sure you're claiming every deduction or credit you're entitled to under current law. The key takeaway is simple. Don't assume every benefit happens automatically. Whether it's a property tax exemption, a senior homeowner program, or a federal tax deduction, many require you to claim them. In this video, we'll walk through several of the most commonly overlooked programs, explain who may qualify, discuss where they apply, and show you the questions to ask your local tax office or tax preparer. The goal isn't to promise savings for everyone. It's to help you discover benefits you may already be entitled to under current law. If you're 65 or older, or you're approaching that milestone, there's something important you should know. You may qualify for tax breaks, property tax relief, healthcare assistance, and other financial benefits that millions of Americans either overlook or never claim. The surprising part isn't that these programs exist, it's that many people simply don't know about them. In many cases, no one automatically signs you up, sends you a reminder, or tells you that you're eligible. If you don't ask or submit the required application, you could miss out on benefits that were created to help people in your situation. One of the biggest misconceptions is that turning 65 only affects Medicare. While Medicare is certainly a major milestone, it can also open the door to other federal, state, and local programs. The exact benefits depend on where you live, your income, and your individual circumstances, but it's always worth checking what you may qualify for. Many people also assume these programs are only for low-income retirees. Others believe they're designed only for wealthy homeowners with expensive estates. In reality, neither assumption is always correct. Some benefits have income limits, while others are based simply on age or homeownership. That's why it's important not to rule yourself out before looking into the available programs. Let's begin with taxes. Federal tax laws occasionally provide additional deductions or tax relief for older Americans. Depending on the current tax rules and your income, you may qualify for larger deductions than younger taxpayers. Some provisions are temporary, while others have existed for years. Before filing your tax return, make sure your date of birth is entered correctly and ask your tax preparer whether every age-related deduction or credit has been applied. A simple review could help prevent paying more tax than necessary. Next, let's talk about property taxes, because this is where many homeowners find some of the biggest opportunities for savings. Many states offer a homestead exemption that reduces the taxable value of your primary residence. Some states also provide additional exemptions or assessment programs specifically for older homeowners. Depending on your location, these programs may reduce your annual property tax bill or limit how quickly your home's taxable value can increase. Here's what catches many people by surprise. These benefits often require a separate application. They are not always applied automatically when you buy your home or celebrate your 65th birthday. If you're a homeowner, it's worth calling your county assessor's office and asking a few simple questions. Do I currently have a homestead exemption on file? Are there any senior homeowner exemptions available in my county? Does my state offer any property tax assessment freeze or deferral programs? Those 3 questions could potentially save you money for years to come. Even renters should pay attention. While property tax relief doesn't automatically lower rent, property taxes are one of the costs landlords consider when determining rental prices. Broader tax relief programs can sometimes help ease housing costs within a community over time. Now let's move to healthcare expenses. For many retirees, Medicare Part B premiums are automatically deducted from their Social Security benefits each month. What many people don't realize is that some individuals with limited income may qualify for Medicare savings programs. These state-administered programs can help pay Medicare Part B premiums and, in some cases, certain deductibles and coinsurance. Eligibility varies by income and state rules, so it's worth checking even if you think you might earn too much. Some states have different asset rules than others, and requirements can change over time. Another valuable program is Extra Help, also known as the Low-Income Subsidy. This program helps eligible Medicare beneficiaries reduce prescription drug costs under Medicare Part 500. For those who qualify, it can significantly lower monthly premiums, deductibles, and medication expenses. A great first step is contacting your state health insurance assistance program, LIHEAP. These counselors provide free, unbiased guidance and can explain which Medicare assistance programs may apply to your situation. There are also smaller programs that many people overlook simply because the savings don't seem dramatic at first. For example, eligible households may qualify for the federal Lifeline program, which helps reduce the cost of phone or internet service. Another program, the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHEAP, may help qualifying households with heating and cooling costs. Individually, these savings may seem modest, but when combined with tax relief and healthcare assistance, they can make a meaningful difference to a monthly budget. One more area deserves attention: tax withholding. Many retirees continue having the same amount withheld from pensions or other taxable income long after their financial situation has changed. If your tax liability has decreased because of retirement income, deductions, or other factors, you could be withholding more than necessary throughout the year. When preparing your taxes, ask your tax professional whether your current withholding still makes sense. Adjusting it appropriately may allow you to keep more of your money each month instead of waiting for a refund. If you've lost a spouse, don't assume every property tax benefit automatically transfers to you. Some exemptions require updated paperwork after a spouse passes away. Likewise, certain states offer additional senior benefits for vehicle registration, local taxes, or other government fees. These programs vary widely, but they're worth asking about during your annual financial review. The most important lesson is this: eligibility doesn't always mean automatic enrollment. Many government programs require a simple application. If you never submit it, the benefit may never appear on your tax bill, healthcare costs, or monthly expenses. This week, consider taking 3 simple steps. First, contact your county assessor's office and ask about homeowner exemptions, senior property tax programs, or assessment relief available where you live. Second, call your local SHIP office and ask whether you qualify for Medicare savings programs or extra help with prescription drug costs. Third, review your next tax return carefully with a qualified tax professional to ensure you're claiming every deduction and credit available under current law. If paying for tax preparation has kept you from seeking help, remember that free assistance is available through IRS-certified volunteer programs and AARP Foundation tax aid for many eligible taxpayers. A few phone calls and a little paperwork could help you discover benefits you didn't realize were available. Finally, remember that this information is for general educational purposes only. Tax laws and benefit programs vary by state, income, and personal circumstances, and they can change over time. Always confirm your eligibility with the appropriate government agency or a qualified tax or legal professional before making financial decisions. If you found this information helpful, consider sharing it with a family member or friend who is approaching retirement or is already over 65. A simple conversation today could help someone uncover valuable benefits they might otherwise miss.